In this video, I'm going to take you through the modules of the hospital management system. If you're going to be a system user, then you're going to interact with one of the following modules. We have the front office module, where we have features and processes like patient registration. We have management of encounters, payments, billing, and the whole process of front office management. We have outpatient module, where we get to interact with the patient in different outpatient departments. We have inpatient module, where all the inpatients requests originate from. We have laboratory module, where all the lab requests are sent, processed, and results submitted back to the requesting doctor or department. We have pharmacy management, where medicine is dispersed and other related processes. We have specialty departments, which include radiology, antenatal, theater, and physiotherapy. We have billing and cash book, where all the billing processes, vendor management is handled. We have procurement and inventory. This is a module that will handle purchases, issuing of stock, and stock control. We have HR and payroll, self-explanatory as well, where all the human resource processes, payroll processing is handled, including the reporting. We have accounts, where all the finance processes are handled. Asset management, a module that is meant to handle registration of assets, repair and maintenance, check-in and check-out. And finally, we have admin setup, where most of these system-wide processes are normally set up for other users to be able to interact with. So that is the introduction, and we'll be doing short videos for each module. Some modules have that process of interaction from one module to another, but basically my focus will be on what the user in that module is able to do. What other users are able to do is a process that you will see when you look at the video of that module associated with the given or said users. We have different usernames and passwords. So essentially, each and every user will have his or her own password, which is meant to limit access. So once you log in as, say, a receptionist, you can only access the front office module. Once you log in as, say, the nurse, you are able to interact with outpatient and inpatient modules. If you log in as the lab attendant, then the only module that is accessible to you is laboratory. If you log in as the pharmacist, you will only be able to access the pharmacy module. All this magic happens in user management and permission control. We have what we call group access settings. Group access settings, basically, you create user groups and then you assign which modules those user groups are able to access. So let's say, for instance, we have a user group of admin. Then the admin is able to access all the modules that are in the system. But this does not mean that it's a given feature. This is the system admin chooses who accesses which module depending on the tasks that they normally handle. There are tasks that can be followed from front office all the way to the admin setup, and therefore the system admin has that prerogative of deciding who accesses which module for the purpose of access control and privacy. Once you are granted access to a given module, then there are also individual permission levels that one is given. We have each and every feature or access that you're either permitted or denied. So just because you can be able to log into, say, the front office module doesn't mean that you can be able to do everything in the front office, and vice versa in every other module. Each and every feature has an access control, which you are either allowed to access or you are denied. In addition to that, we also have the the element of biometric control, where once you log in, you need to either be verified biometrically, so that there are features that only when you are verified biometrically that you can be able to access, and also that is another feature that the admin decides. When you come to, say, access front office queue, there is require biometric authentication. This is something that you can turn on and turn off as an admin wherever you want. So if a feature requires biometric authentication, if you just log in with your username and password, then you're not authenticated, and therefore, even though you are allowed to access that, you may not be able to access. And therefore, that is just the basic layout of the system, from the front office all the way to the admin setup. And we are going to be doing short videos for each and every module. In the event that we have features crossing from one module to another, then we can see how we are going to marry those two so that you can be able to understand. So that is the introduction. Thank you very much.